let us see what is lack of balanced diet, that is malnutrition. Malnutrition means eating a food that does not have one or more than one nutrients in required amount is known as malnutrition. One or more than one. That food may not contain required amounts of proteins. That food may not contain proteins and fats also. That type of food is called as malnutritious food. Okay. What are the reasons for this malnutrition? Poor health, willful starvation. Some people are doing fastings like that, so they wantedly do not take the food. Lack of awareness of nutritional habits, socio-economic factors. These are all the reasons for malnutrition. How many types are there in malnutrition? Here you are observing 3 types. Protein malnutrition, calorie malnutrition, protein calorie malnutrition. First, what is protein malnutrition? Protein malnutrition means the food which we are taking does not contain protein food. That means we are not eating the proteins. Then the person gets protein malnutrition. Second one, calorie malnutrition. Calorie means the food does not contain calorie rich food. So if that food is consumed by the person, that person can get calorie malnutrition. What about protein calorie malnutrition? In this type of case, proteins and calories both are absent in the food taken by the person. So that person get protein calorie malnutritious disease. Okay. Now let us see the examples for these cases. First one is kwashiorkor disease. How this kwashiorkor disease occur means the children, especially malnutritious diseases symptoms will appear especially in children. Okay, if the elder ones do not take the food balanced diet for days, they don't show any symptoms. If they take the balanced diet after a few days, they can recover. But the children, in case of children, they show some symptoms, malnutritious symptoms, if they do not given sufficient nutritious diet. Okay, see this case, kwashiorkor disease case. This is the disease caused by the protein deficiency. What are the symptoms of this disease? Water accumulation in the intercellular spaces. That means in between cells, water accumulates here. That obviously that leads to the swollen of the body. Obviously the body becomes swell. Poor muscle development. Swollen legs. Fluffy face. See in this image you can easily observe the fluffy face, swollen stomach or abdomen. Diarrhea. Diarrhea means frequently vomitings, motions, like that condition will seen. Dry skin. These are all the symptoms of the kwashiorkor disease, which is caused due to the protein deficiency. So what we have to do here, the children who is suffering with the kwashiorkor disease, we have to keep the protein rich food to the children. Then children will cure or get out of that disease. The second one is marasmus. This marasmus is caused due to both the protein and calorie deficiency. How this marasmus disease situation occurs or happens means, if the mother gets immediate second pregnancy or repeated childbirth, the first child she could not give the mother milk to the first child, so that a child can leads to this, gets this disease. So what are the symptoms of this marasmus? Lean and weak. See, observe the image of the kid here, he has a prominent bones. We can count the bones of this boy. So that much lean, less developed muscles, dry skin, diarrhea. These are the symptoms of the children who are suffering with marasmus disease. What about excess eating? Here some persons or some children eating excess. They always eat excess food. So what about them? What happens to them? That leads to obesity. Obesity is accumulation of excessive body fat having a negative effect on health. So overeating or excess of calories intake leads to obesity. This obesity in future, these obese children may target to many diseases because of that fat deposition in the blood vessels that leads to heart problems, diabetes problems, cardiovascular. Cardiovascular means that blood vessels will be filled with this fatty bodies, renal problems, gallbladder problems. These are all the problems will occur to the obese children. So we should not give the children high calorie food or junk food also. Okay.